The tugboat, for its size, is the most powerful craft afloat. And the Star Tugs are the power behind the docks and waterways that make up the big city port. This is Tugs. One night out at sea, 10 Cents and Sunshine spotted a tug they'd never seen before. His name was Boomer. He was just drifting. Realizing he could be in trouble, they approached him cautiously. His engine was stopped, maybe even broken down. A tow line drooped in the water and his rigging was scrappy. No flag flapped in the breeze. It seemed no one owned him.
Keep away. Just leave me alone, please.
Look, we can't. You're drifting in busy sea lanes. That's dangerous.
Even better.
Yeah, we'll have to take you in.
Just leave me be. I don't want any help.
Why? Why not?
Because, well, because I'm a jinx. I'm bad luck. Nobody wants a jinx.
Oh, rubbish. There's no such thing as a jinx.
Oh, isn't there? You'll soon find out. Stand off me.
Look, jinx or not, we have to take you in. Shipping lanes have to be kept clear.
Aye. Captain Star'll do something.
No, he won't. Nobody can. Jinxes just happen. I just shouldn't have been a tug.
Yeah. Have you always been like this?
My name used to be Captain Harry. That was good then in those days. Then I was sold. They painted out my name and called me Boomer. Ever since then, nothing but trouble.
Boomer was right. 10 Cents had set off ahead when, to everyone's amazement, the tow rope unwound and fell into the sea.
Well, how did that happen? Oh, did you do that?
Can't have, can I? It's you that's lost the tow. The rope's still attached to me.
Ah, he's right, 10 Cents. That's the first sign of a jinx I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, it won't happen again. Look, come on. The sooner we get him to Captain Star, the better.
Who's he, 10 Cents?
Oh, it's Boomer. We found him drifting out on the estuary.
Oh, what's up?
Well, he says his engine's not working.
He'll be all right now, son.
I see. Sunshine, go pick up the coal barge and we'll try starting him up.
Yes. Yeah.
Later, when 10 Cents and Sunshine had restoked Boomer and got a good head of steam, the big moment arrived.
Okay, Boomer, try your engine now.
Yeah, well done, my son.
Well, do you see now?
Pull him out! Pull him out!
Aye, aye, sir.
It was as well for 10 Cents that he still had a line on Boomer. With smoke billowing everywhere, it would have been difficult and dangerous to get too close. He pulled him clear of the dock, and strangely, as soon as he was clear, the smoke stopped completely.
How do you do that? The smoke's all gone now, look.
Told you, Sunshine. Jinxed.
Hey, what the...
That's never happened before, has it?
No. Oh dear. Boomer, I think...
10 Cents! Take that tug to Lucky's yard, right this minute. Understand?
Right, sir. Here, I think Boomer's taken on water.
Hey, Boomer, what's so funny?
I'm thinking just what I wanted.
What? Look, we're gonna make it to Lucky's, even if I sink with you.
Cut free, cut free! I'm sinking, save yourselves! Huh?
Oh, well, that's lucky. He's come to rest on that old sunken garbage barge.
Look, you stay here. I'll go and get a rescue crane.
Hey, maybe the jinx has stopped now, eh? You're still afloat.
No, it hasn't. It's still here, all right. I wanted to sink, but instead I land right on top of an obstacle that doesn't let me. All I want to do is sink and become a home for the fishes. Then I won't jinx anyone.
Mighty Mo, the floating crane, had found the task difficult. Troublesome things had been happening during the afternoon. 10 Cents had collected a large barge in which Boomer was to be placed once he was high enough out of the water.
Be sure to get that barge under Boomer as soon as you can. He's heavy, and I don't want to hold him too long. He's coming up. Full fellas.
Full steam!
You'll be okay now, Boomer?
Yeah, come on, Boomer.
Me hose is jammed. You let me take the barge and we'll travel like this.
Just what I thought would happen.
Oh, another jinx.
Don't be silly, Sunshine. Moor that barge somewhere and go tell Captain Star. We'll have to try and tow this lot to Lucky's yard before it gets dark.
Oh, you reckon we will?
Yeah, if we don't get jinxed before we get there.
Hey, I hope you haven't spoken too soon.
Lucky's yard was ready for them. It was brightly lit up as they approached. Big Mac and OJ were also there to take the cranes away, and ahead of them was a rough construction ready to take Boomer.
Be careful now. You have to guide the cranes so they can lower the tug onto that raft.
Right. Yeah, I see it, OJ. Right, it's up ahead, Sunshine.
Aye.
Steady as she goes. What's going on?
What's
doing?
Get your own lights onto that right quick. That's it.
Ah, good.
It's all right. I've got it again, Big Mac. Straight ahead.
Oi!
Oi, don't push. Hard astern. What are you doing?
What is going on?
No serious damage was done to the tugs. Boomer was repaired, and some days later was working for Captain Zero. He and the Z-Stacks were on the munitions contract.
Good luck, Boomer!
No sooner had 10 Cents tooted his greeting when the munitions barge exploded, much to the Z-Stacks' bewilderment.
See, you can't get rid of a jinx that easily, 10 Cents.
Aye.
That was enough for Captain Zero. He got rid of the unhappy Boomer. Well, I took him back, intending to use him for simple jobs where nothing could go wrong.
See ya, Boomer. If you need any help sinking, let me know.
10 Cents and Sunshine had just delivered some barges to a customer.
I've just been thinking.
Yeah? Thinking what?
I've just been thinking that you might jinx Boomer.
No, I don't.
You do.
How?
Look, every time he's working and we've gone past, you've sounded your hooter.
So? It's called being friendly.
Not if it always causes an accident, and it always does. Just think, the ammunition barge, Mighty Moore, the rope, the engine.
Well, that's coincidence, not jinxed.
Call it anything you like, but it seems to coincidence Boomer when you do it.
Yeah? Well, I'm going to go and speak to Boomer about it. Look, you're coming.
See, Boomer, we think we might have solved the problem and we want to try something. Go on, 10 Cents. Do it. Blow twice.
Yeah, well, that was a stupid exercise, Sunshine.
No, it wasn't, 10 Cents. Look.
I don't believe it.
You'd better get another one fast. I've had just about enough.
Down to you, 10 Cents. You better go fetch another marker, boy.
The following morning, after the briefing, I made the 3 tugs stay behind.
Right, switchers. You can show Boomer where the schooner is. We have a contract to tow her out to sea. I reckon Boomer can do that.
Seeing there's no engines to break down, to catch fire, no crane hawsers to snap, no ammunition to explode or buoys to sink, just plain sail. And if Boomer breaks down, then the sail can more likely pull him.
Very droll, sir, very droll.
Look, come on, before he changes his mind.
Okay, but don't toot.
They escorted Boomer to the old wharf, without anything going wrong.
Good luck, Boomer!
No such thing.
There is, but it's recognising it that's difficult.
Well, don't sound your hooter. Maybe that'll help me recognise something.
He's just gotta be okay this time. Nothing can go wrong now, really.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. Anyway, if it does, it's nothing to do with me. I'm staying right here in the harbour.
I've got to admit, 10 cents, it is a bit mysterious, all this Jinxed stuff. Things going wrong like that.
Later, 10 Cents and Sunshine were working with Big Mac and OJ when the fire launch brought in Boomer and a burnt-out schooner.
Boomer, what's happened?
Lightning. That's what happened. But that fire object didn't believe me. He thought I was going too fast and a spark flew out of my stack. But it's not true. Anyway, I can't be bothered to argue anymore.
Well, you must have done something.
I did nothing.
Lightning? Well, it's possible, I suppose, but on such a nice day as this.
Anything's possible with Boomer. He really is jinxed.
After the schooner incident, I decided there was only one thing for it. I had Sunshine take Boomer to Lucky's yard with strict instructions that he was never to be used as a tug ever again, no matter what. It was therefore a surprise to 10 Cents and Sunshine when a few weeks later I ordered them to pick up Boomer and take him upriver.
Why wouldn't he tell us why?
We'll find out when we get there.
I've been dreading what's going to happen to him.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of upriver. There's a ship's graveyard there, full of rusting hulks. You know that.
10 Cents and Sunshine were expecting the worst. I had said that Boomer was never to be used as a tug again, and that's exactly how it was. When they arrived at the yard, Boomer the tug was nowhere to be seen. Moored by the pier was a strange-looking floating house.
Top of the morning, 10 Cents. Morning, Sunshine.
Is that really you, Boomer?
Indeed it is.
Well, a houseboat. Well, don't you feel sort of silly?
Not one bit. Not at all. It's what I always wanted to be. Now, hurry up, you two. I want to get upriver to my new mooring.
When they found it, it was a tree-lined bank, and it was clearly marked, "Done Tugging."
My, home sweet home at last.
Oh, you like it here. Lots of nice trees to keep you cool in the summer.
It's all I ever wanted. Thank you both. I'm sorry if I got you into trouble.
Nah, that's all right. Well, let's hope the Jinx left you.
It's what it did to others that worried me the most.
Well, time to go. Yeah, we'll come to visit you sometime, eh?
Thanks. Thanks, both of you. Thanks for everything.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, the Jinx!
No, it's gone. It's over. That proves it. If I was still jinxed, the tree would have crashed down on me. Or one of you two, more likely.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, great. See you soon.
Bye. Bye. Look after yourselves.
Aye, try, Boomer.
See ya, Boomer.
Take care.
For 10 Cents and Sunshine, it was back to work as usual. But for Boomer, well, he'd found his ideal place in the world. And he was very happy there, because the Jinx had gone. The tugboat, for its size, is the most powerful craft afloat. And the Star Tugs are the power behind the docks and waterways that make up the big city port. This is Tugs. It was the year of the big heat wave. Old sailors like me'll never forget it. Many incoming ships had sickness aboard and flew the yellow flag to show they needed medical examination for possible infectious disease. Now, if this proved correct, they had to stay at anchor out of port and fly the checkered flag showing they were in quarantine for 40 days and warning all shipping to stay clear. By 6:30 on this morning, it was already feeling hot and tempers were getting short.
If the sun gets any stronger today, my varnish will bubble for certain.
It's the longest heat wave I can remember.
And you go back to the Ice Age, OJ, by the sound of your engine.
Burke and Blair, the evil-minded scrap dealers, were always on the lookout for old ships they could buy up cheap. They'd already made me an offer for old OJ.
That's made us late, Sunshine.
Ah, it's not our fault though, is it? I mean, all those...
6:30's briefing time.
Sorry, Captain. We've been at the water docks.
You know the scrapyard dealers are looking for useless tugs, don't you? Now, next time you're late, I'll ask them what they'll offer for a couple of switchers, understand?
Yes, Captain, but
10 cents. OJ's engine's playing up. He's at the fast station picking up your barge.
Huh?
Now, if he's all right, join the others waiting for schooners and trampers getting clearance from quarantine.
Understand, Captain.
One for you, Sunshine. Bring in the tramper, Nantucket.
Old dirt bucket.
No wisecracks, just get moving.
He wouldn't really sell us for scrap, would he?
Not unless we're late every day. No, not anymore.
OJ was now the only paddle-driven tug left in big city port. He'd given many years of good service, but time was catching up on him.
Oh, my engine feels bad. Come on, Firebart, let's hope I can get you to the ferry pier.
Burke and Blair listened to his spluttering engine with pleasure. The heat wave had gone on far too long for all of us. But yet another steamy day got hotter and hotter as the sun climbed higher in the sky. Work had to go on in spite of the heat. The Fulton Ferry still had to ply back and forth all day across the harbor, carrying vehicles and freight on a regular timetable. The day had started out like any other, absolutely routine, but this was the trip when things were different. OJ saw the motorboat speeding towards him, but didn't realize that it was out of control and going fast.
Lend your time, boyo, I'll be out of your way.
The motorboat suddenly veered towards them. OJ reversed his engines just in time to avoid it crashing into him.
You fool! You're exceeding the speed limit!
His engine didn't respond as he wanted it to, and he started to spin to starboard. His barge swung out and hit the ferry. Whoa, no! The ferry boat started to list, water rushing into a gaping hole.
My engine's jammed! 10 cents! Thank heaven you're here.
Well, the ferry's sinking, OJ. I'll try and get a line on her. Tow her back to the pier.
No, don't! She's gonna go all the way down.
I'll have to try. It's the only chance before she goes right under.
You'll never make it alone. We both might if I could get my engine going properly. How many times have I done Captain Star? I need a new one.
I've got a line on her, but I can't pull her.
Cost off 10 cents. She's going down fast.
She is. Oh, look, she's going!
Oh, no, 10 cents. What happened?
Oh, don't gulp. Go and get the emergency services, fast as you can.
Right.
Burke and Blair had a second go at me. They never give up.
Captain Star.
What?
About OG, that ancient engine of his is finished, and so is he. Isn't he, Mr. Barrett?
We don't sit around our breaker's yard watching our staff turn old boats into scrap, do we, Mr. Blair?
Always on the lookout for who's next to go. That's our business, and OJ's top of our list.
The ferry boat had sunk right in the port, so the emergency services were there in no time. She lay on the bottom, not many fathoms down. The cranes had already got their grapples onto her. 10 cents tried to explain what had happened to the fire chief.
She hit your station barge, Chief.
Right, leave it to us. We'll want reports from you later.
She's lying fairly level on a sandy bed.
All yours, Mighty Mo.
Nothing ever seemed to happen in big city port without some of the Z stacks turning up and being no help at all.
Well, 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 just what have we got here? A sinking ferry and a clapped-out paddler. Another efficient star manoeuvre, eh?
Dead clumsy, if you ask me.
Yeah, no one's asking you, though, are they?
Took some doing that. All those lovely cars, too. Shame.
Yeah, pity we weren't passing earlier. We could have got you out of trouble.
We'd have towed her in before she went down, wouldn't we, Zoran?
Sure we would. No point hanging about now, though. We've got other fish to fry.
Zoran was delighted that 2 of the Star Tugs would not be in competition for quarantine work. But it seemed no ships were being cleared at present.
Needn't have rushed. We're still waiting.
We left as soon as the ferry was refloated.
I had a bit of an accident.
So we saw.
It wasn't my fault. It was that mad speedboat.
So you say.
Oh, good. Here comes the Coast Guard.
If you're waiting for clearance on the schooners, forget it. They're quarantined.
Oh, no.
What? Suspected microbonic plague aboard. Sorry, fellas.
Captain Star will be pleased. I don't think.
To think how I flogged my engine to get here fast.
And all for no purpose, it turns out.
Well, I think I'll go take a look-see anyway.
You're not going back, then?
Zug, maybe. I'll mosey around here, see if there's a breeze out in the estuary.
Hey, don't you need me, Zoran?
Push off, Zug.
Oh, okay, Zoran.
He's up to something. Now, I'd like to know what. You know, I never trusted that Zoran.
Ah, but Sunshine's gone out to bring in a tramper.
Zoran will know about it for sure.
He wouldn't try and take it off him, would he?
Of course the villain would. Who'd see him do it out there?
Right then. 10 cents. You and I'll go and see fair play.
Aye, aye, sir.
Well, I don't know. I do believe they see themselves as Sir Francis Drake.
Sunshine was wise not to go right alongside. The yellow flag told him that the tramper hadn't yet been examined for infection.
Those bugs must be all over the place. Wait a minute, that's funny. How's he got clearance? Where's the Coast Guard?
You! Give me a tow, eh?
Who, me? No, I've got another job to do, Dirt Bucket. Sorry, I mean Nantucket. Something's fishy here. I'm not risking it, not me.
Sunshine was right. No tug can risk being quarantined alongside an infected boat for 40 days.
Forget them. Unclean. Ugh. Ahoy, Sunshine! What's new out there?
You? Nothing I know of.
Don't tell me you've come all this way for nothing.
No, I am working, Zoran.
You've nothing in tow? Nothing on deck? Working at what?
Well, you see, I was, it's secret work.
Secret? You mean you went out for the old tramper and found he's waiting for clearance? What's secret about that?
Well, if I told you, then it wouldn't be a secret, would it?
Fortunately for Sunshine, OJ and 10 Cents arrived.
Problem, Sunshine?
Well, more like a mystery, to me, anyway. Dirt Bucket was flying a yellow flag.
I hope you didn't get alongside.
Well, I was tempted. You see, it was pulled down just as I got there.
So, it's been cleared. I see. That's your secret. Right, it's mine.
No, it's not. Not if I get there first, it isn't.
Hey, stop! Come back! Stop, 10 Cents! Stop! Stop!
What's the panic? Now that we've done to your engine, going at that speed.
The tramper will be waiting examination. Or is quarantined, one or the other.
No, Sunshine saw the flag come down. That means it's cleared.
Did you see a Coast Guard cutter alongside, Sunshine?
No, but the flag did come down.
Or a port authority? Or a customs boat?
Oh, your engine's gone, OJ. That's very serious for you.
Never mind me. It could have been very serious for both of you.
How are you, OJ?
You could have been quarantined.
We've given Zed the contract on a plate.
As Nantucket wasn't flying a flag, Zoran pulled alongside. Meanwhile, the two star switchers towed the old paddle tug back to the Star Pier, both a little sad because they knew what this could mean for OJ.
Broke it down again?
He put on max speed, Captain, to save me from quarantine.
My engine's only good for scrap, Captain. We all know that.
You're right there. And I'm afraid, OJ, for you it means... What's that about quarantine, 10 Cents?
Well, if it hadn't been for OJ, I could have been in quarantine now, out of action for 40 days.
Aye, he saved 10 cents, Captain, it's true.
Don't go on about that.
Yes, don't. You'll have me in tears.
But honestly, Captain, you've got to believe us. We're only reporting the facts.
Very commendable, but it's one side of the facts, isn't it?
Ahoy, Captain Star, sir. Can we again offer our services?
We happen to see the subject of our previous visit being towed in.
Old OJ. In a worse state than ever, wouldn't you say, Mr. Blair?
Finished, you could say. For a quick sale, let's say 150.
That's not for OJ. Cam, you can't sell him.
I'm not going to. He's not for sale. Now go.
Oh, well, if that's your attitude, you fork out for engine and refit.
See if we care.
10 cents. Tow OJ to Lucky's yard. New engine, complete refit.
Yes, sir, Captain Star, sir. Yeah, right, at once, sir.
Thanks, Captain. I'll see you never regret it.
Sunshine, he doesn't need your help. We've got to make money to pay for this. Now, get on with your garbage collecting right away.
Yes, Captain Star, sir. At once.
Hey, Nantucket. I left you with your quarantine flags up. Where are they, eh? Eh? You're breaking the law. You're under arrest. Get those flags up again and fast.
What's this? I didn't know he was quarantined, officer. No flags are flying at all, as you just saw.
Well, that's your bad luck, Zoran. Whether you knew or not makes no difference. You're infected.
But I'm innocent. I'm completely innocent.
Get quarantine flags up right now, Zoran.
You're a real villain, Dirt Bucket, know that?
I wanted to get into port, didn't I?
Yeah, and now I might get microbiotic plague.
Mr. Burke, I think there might be some spots on Zoran.
I think you're right, Mr. Blair. We'll come back and check for rust later.
10 cents would have been in quarantine if it hadn't been for OJ, and OJ would have been scrapped if it hadn't been for 10 cents. As for Zoran, he saw out his full term. The tugboat, for its size, is the most powerful craft afloat. And the Star Tugs are the power behind the docks and waterways that make up the big city port. This is Tugs. It had been a hard winter, but the worst of it was over. Big cities' frozen waterways and ice-packed quaysides were beginning to thaw. It was a busy time for everybody. Upriver operations got underway again. Goods that had been held up were transported by trains and boats. Further upriver, another important job started up again: logging. Our Star Tugs had the contract to get thousands of logs from the camps downriver to the sawmills. It was cold work and very dangerous. I had to put Big Mac in charge. A huge log jam had formed, holding up their work and trapping logs that they had ready to take downstream.
Take it easy, Sunshine.
Big Mac had a healthy respect for logs.
Hey, this is a nasty jam, Big Mac.
Aye, could sink you. Logs don't care about no one.
Never thought there'd be this much to logging.
It's a tricky job. Logs have got to be roped just right. Not slack, but not too tight.
Isn't tighter the better?
You'd think so, but too tight causes friction as they bob up and down, and that creates heat and they can catch fire.
Huh?
And that'll happen here if we can't get this jam shifted.
Aye. Wet logs catching fire. I can never get used to that.
Aye, always surprises me. Well, we'll have to keep at it.
Hey, Big Mac, I've an idea. If I can swing right round, I might be able to push some out instead of bashing them in.
Maybe, but mind you don't get jammed in yourself.
Oh, don't worry. I'll watch it.
Sunshine didn't know that logs could gang up on him. Once they started to tumble round him, there was no stopping them.
Sunshine, get out! Quick! It's a chain reaction! Move out!
I can't! Oh, I'm stuck! Fast! Oh,
come on, try harder! Full steam!
Oh, I can't budge an inch, I'm trapped!
I'll have to get help. Must be someone upriver, besides us.
You'll need a lot of it to get me out of this. Look at me.
At that moment, Puffer arrived to collect wood planks from a camp sawmill. He was a great friend of my Star Tugs.
Hey, Puffer!
Hi there, Big Mac. How's it going?
Sunshine's trapped in the log jam. Go get help, quick as you can.
Right, will do. Yes, I'm on my way. Right now. Ta-da!
Thanks, Puffer. I owe you one. Puffer will get down river quicker than I could. With a bit of luck, you'll see 10 cents or someone. You all right?
Oh, I'm okay. I'll just have to sit it out. No choice.
That's right. Oh, I was afraid of that. Heat's beginning to build up.
I didn't like to say, but I thought...
Don't worry, Sunshine. We'll get you out of there in no time.
I do hope Puffer gets help soon.
Oi, Puffer, you in trouble?
No, you are, 10 cents. Sunshine's trapped in a log jam.
Oh, where?
Well, it's up at the lake.
Oh, right, I'm on my way, thanks.
Good luck out, kid. You'll need it.
No, I can't shift on Sunshine, no matter what I do.
Don't worry, I'm okay. The smoke from me stack seems a bit heavy, though.
I'm afraid that smoke's not coming from your stack.
No, I didn't think it actually was.
I've got to get you out of there fast.
How long do you think it'll be before it bursts into flames?
Never timed it. Ah, 10 cents.
Well, how'd this happen?
Never mind how. Swing around and try to push the logs clear. We've got to get Sunshine out.
Right, look, we'll get you out, Sunshine.
Just hang on.
It's beginning to get warm around here.
Hello?
Oh, no! It's Billy Shoepack with his dynamite!
Oh, tell him to clear off, 10 cents. Flames and dynamite don't mix.
Look, get out of here, Billy. One spark from this landed on your dynamite and we could all go up.
Hang on. How did you get in that mess?
On purpose, Shoepack, just for the fun of it. On your way, man.
No! Wait, Billy. Could you give us a little blast? Just enough to get him out?
No! He'd blow Sunshine up as well.
Oh, no, I won't. You'll see.
You've got to do something.
Big Mac knew the situation. He had to do something to free Sunshine. But logs set off downstream out of control could destroy everything in their path.
Haven't had such a bad cough since me engine needed overhauling.
Oh, look! It's getting worse. Big Mac, we've got to risk it. Let Billy have a go.
Aye. All right, go ahead, Shoepack, but only enough to get Sunshine out. Do you understand?
Course. You'll be okay, Sunshine.
Not enough to blow me out of the water, though, eh?
No problem. A controlled explosion is all we need, isn't it?
Aye, very controlled.
Out of my way. I'm in charge now.
That's what I'm afraid of.
All set. Get well back, everybody.
Oh, I wish I could.
It's not going to be a big bang, is it, Billy? Now, you sure?
I said well back to be on the safe side.
Wish I could be on the safe side as well.
You'll be okay, Sunshine. Right, 3, 2, 1.
Anybody left out there?
That was a big bang.
It was very controlled, and I'm out. See?
Well, that's one thing to be thankful for.
And look, it's blown the fire out.
Oh, well done, Billy.
Aye, and look what else it's done. The whole jam's breaking up. Move back, fast!
Big Mac's earlier warning proved correct. The great pile of logs slowly fell apart and pushed others towards the barges used as a dam to hold them in the lake. The power of Billy Shoepack's explosion turned the logs into a huge battering ram. The barges groaned under the strain, but they couldn't hold. The logs forced them aside and rushed dangerously downriver.
If they could wreck uptown, we've got to warn them.
Well, I think I better go then.
Yes, you'd better. You've done enough for one day. Nothing will stop them now. Call that a controlled explosion, do you?
That sounds like Puffer. Great. Send him to uptown. He's faster than the current will carry the logs.
You're right, Sunshine. He'll get there first. Oi, Puffer! Warn uptown that the log dam is broken. The logs are heading their way. It's an emergency.
Will do, but what can they do about it?
OJ's at uptown. Tell him.
Right, on my way, 10 cents. A race against time. I'll beat 'em!
Look, don't stop for anything.
Puffer raced off to warn uptown, whistling ahead to clear the signals. The Tugs set off downstream to be on hand when disaster struck.
Come on, you two. Let's try to catch those logs up. We might be able to help.
Anything's worth a try, Big Mac.
The shunting engine couldn't steam all out because the rails were slippery after the snow and frost. Even so, he eventually drew level and started to overtake them. The logs were sweeping aside anything in their path. Puffer got ahead just before he reached Uptown Pier and began hooting warnings of the disaster about to hit the quayside. The logs had slowed a fraction on the river bends. Puffer continued whistling urgently as he came into Uptown Docks, where Top Hat Warrior and OJ were working.
Which factory did you say, Warrior?
Captain Star said take Little Ditcher to the demolition factory.
He meant the factory that's due for demolition. Hey, what's that?
Papa, what's up? Massive logs on their way from the lake. Get downriver fast. I've got to get to Uptown Station to warn them.
Good heavens! In this current, they'll wreck the whole quayside and us as well.
Well then, let's stop them right here.
Be sensible, Warrior. How?
Well, I'll stick Little Ditcher across the river. He'll put his spuds down on the riverbed and he won't move.
No, I'll get smashed to bits instead.
Yes, well, you'll be smashed up there or here. Makes no difference.
Warrior's got it right for once. We make ourselves into a barrier across from quayside to the island. Bring your barge, Top Hat. Might work. Worth a try.
Warrior's plan was to build a dam across the river entrance. Little Ditcher was already in place.
Better idea still. Line up on a slant and glance the logs down the other side of the island. You reckon that'll work?
Get your spuds on the riverbed and don't argue.
Either it'll work or we'll never work again.
To their horror, Big Mac, 10 Cents and Sunshine watched the logs careering unstoppable towards a small quay. They could only look on helplessly as the battering ram crashed into the wooden structure and demolished it almost instantly. Some logs were stopped by the wreckage, but the boat surged on relentlessly in the direction of Uptown. The Star Tugs followed on, trying to avoid the floating debris. They knew that it was going to be even worse for Uptown.
I wouldn't like to be in Uptown when that lot hits the quaysides.
Oh, me. No, thank you.
In Uptown, the church bells were ringing out to warn everybody. OJ was still organizing the dam.
Hurry up, OJ! I think I can hear the logs coming!
We must get this last spud down quick! Oh no! Warrior! You're on the wrong side!
Oh, yeah, so I am. Well, how do I get... Suffering stacks! Look at the size of that!
No, don't panic, Warrior! We'll rev engines and push back as they hit, trying to divert them round the other side of the island!
Easier said than done!
Round the island! It worked!
Well, look at that!
When Big Mac, 10 Cents and Sunshine arrived, they explained what had happened. They were very relieved to see the quaysides undamaged, but Big Mac was still concerned.
The owner of that old factory's in for a nasty surprise.
No, a pleasant one. Saves him having to pay for the demolition.
Well, Little Ditcher, you'll be done out of a job. Mind you, I feel a bit demolished myself.
Yes, well, you got the worst of it, Warrior. You were lucky to survive. And so was Little Ditcher.
Yeah, in Uptown you'll be a hero. Think of that, Warrior.
Yeah, I'd like that.
You were a very brave tug, Warrior. Well, let's get this lot cleared up. Come on, everybody.
The Star Tugs learned a lot that day. 10 Cents and Sunshine now knew why Big Mac had so much respect for logs. Big Mac learned something too, as did all of us. We gained new respect for Warrior, whose heroic action saved Uptown from certain disaster.